Alrighty, thank you everybody. Welcome back to another episode of SJG Perspective, and this is SJG, your host, giving you my perspective. This is Steven, and I want to jump right in here to an article I read today, which was kind of interesting. The article's from Think Progress editor, or from Think Progress. An editor laments young men's shooting armed mugger in self-defense, then backtracks. Going to read you the article quick and do a little commentating on it as I do. A little perspectiving my perspective. On Tuesday, Zack Ford, LGBTQ editor of the Think Progress, tweeted out his thoughts about a story run by the Daily Caller. The story told the tale of a 24-year-old woman accosted by a 19-year-old mugger. She had a concealed carry license, and she shot him. The would-be mugger died. Moment of silence. Okay. This prompted Ford to lament his death and tweet, "Conservatives are thrilled." When a woman with a concealed carry permit shot and killed a 19-year-old would-be mugger. Well, time out a minute. He wasn't a would-be, he was an actual. He actually was mugging her. He wasn't a would-be mugger. He was trying to mug her. He just didn't get the mug. His mug got dead, but he didn't get the mug. He was mugging her. It wasn't like he was thinking about it, standing in the street, should I be a would-be mugger? No, he was mugging her, and she just happened to have a gun and popped a cap in his ass. That's how that works. So it wasn't a would-be. He was a will-be mugger. And that's not how justice works. The penalty for theft is not death, nor do we want it to be. Well, it's questionable. This prompted a spasm of outrage across the political spectrum. The woman had a right to defend her own life, and the man risked whatever happened to him when he pulled a gun on a woman, as the NRA Dana Loesch tweeted. And that is absolutely true, regardless what you think about Dana Loesch. He forfeited all his rights to a happy, healthy life when he decided to pull a gun on somebody and take what they had and threaten their life. He pulled the gun on the wrong person. More people were carrying guns legally and responsibly. More people would start to get the message. Initially, Ford doubled down. Then, after she was ratioed beyond all imagination, he offered an apology. And his apology went something like this. I want to offer some apologies and clarifications about a poorly worded tweet. No, you didn't word it poorly. You nailed it the first time. No, you pretty much shared exactly what you were thinking. First, I believe people have the right to defend themselves. My tweet suggested otherwise. Well, yeah, it was. It was like, if you have the right to defend yourself if someone's trying to actually kill you, but you don't know if somebody's actually trying to kill you until they actually kill you. If they pull a gun on you, it's a pretty good assumption to think they're probably going to want to try to possibly kill me. And at that point, all bets are off. Now, if somebody came at you with a feather and said, "Give me your wallet," at that point, you probably wouldn't want to pull a gun on them unless it was a really sharp feather or they had the pokey part at you. But other than that, you probably don't want to. But he had a gun. So anyways, and for that, I apologize. My tweet also ignored the context that this took place in a neighborhood with high rates of crime. That's a nice way of saying that it probably was in kind of a shithole ghetto, is kind of what she's trying to say there. Or he, I forget who it was, he or she. He. Okay, he. My tweet suggested that the conservative outlets covering this story were happy about a death. Yeah, it did suggest that. It didn't just suggest that; it directly said that. That was not my intention. Yeah, it was, and I apologize. Okay, we accept your apology, but it was your intention. My ideal is for the world in which guns do not have to be a part of anyone's daily life and in which gun deaths are not part of our daily news. Okay, that's fine. I don't like it when people have to die either, but far more people die of car accidents every year than guns. And far more people than that even die of opioid deaths every year than they do guns. Guns have actually never killed anybody in and of themselves because they are an inanimate object that can't kill people by themselves. Never in the history of all guns made has anyone ever died by a gun. A gun that just was like, doop, 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 boom. That just has never happened, ever. I stand by this ideal and disagree with the proposition that guns will make people safer. Well, they do if they're in the hands of responsible, good people that don't just want to go around harming people, but are carrying them for their own safety, they make you safer. That's how guns work. Guns in the right hands make people safer, because then you're going to think twice about hurting somebody with a gun, because they have a gun, and a gun can kill you. A gun can kill you. Not by itself, but in the proper hands, a gun can kill you. So people carrying a gun safely, responsible people, it's a good thing. It does make you safer. I'm going to try to be more sensitive in my advocacy in the future. For now, I stand humbled by my mistake and simply ask for others will continue to work with me in good faith to the end gun violence for all people. Yes, let's get the guns out of bad people's hands and then into good people's hands. And if we do that, there'll be less gun violence, because good people don't want to hurt people with guns just for hurting people with guns. That's not how it works. We actually, the good people in the world want to actually stop gun violence too. And one of the ways you stop gun violence is that you have good people with guns. That is a fact, man. It's an FBI fact. Look it up, actually. There's hundreds of thousands of people that are saved by guns every year. Hundreds of thousands of people that are saved by guns every year. Good people. So people with guns stop bad people with guns. That's why all the bad things with guns happen at gun-free zones. You ban guns, people know there's no guns there. Let's take our guns, they're being bad people, and do bad things to good people with our bad people guns. And then the good people guns aren't there to fight the bad people guns, and you understand how the rest of it works. So yeah, he made a faux pas on that and stepped on it, and that's that. So anyways, please check out my other videos and subscribe. And until next time, it's SAG Perspective, and have a great night. Talk to you later. Bye.